Okay, so you sent in this list, right? 58th grade journal prompts.
No.
And honestly, my first thought was like glitter pens, Lisa Frank Trapper Keepers.
Right.
But then I went to the blog, Listallion, where you found it.
Yeah.
And whoa, this is not what I expected.
It's funny how that happens, though, right? You think it's going to be one thing, like super surface level,
Totally.
but then these simple prompts, they kind of sneak up on you. They make you think about, like, deeper stuff.
Exactly. And the way Listallion has it organized, it's not just a random list. It's got categories, personal reflections, creative imagination. There's even future aspirations.
Which makes sense when you think about it, because journaling, it's not just for, like, teenagers, you know? It's something that can benefit anyone at any age. Helps you become more self-aware.
Right. And this quote, right from the blog post, it really stuck with me. Reflecting on our experiences helps us grow and understand ourselves better. So it's not even just the writing, it's that the writing, it helps you figure stuff out.
100%. And those prompts, they give you a framework, like a starting point for those reflections.
Okay, so want to jump into some of these prompts, see where they take us.
I'm in.
Okay, this one, from Personal Reflections. This one got me. Write about a time when you felt really proud of yourself. What did you achieve, and how did it make you feel? So, like, what do you think when you hear that?
It's interesting, right? Because the word proud, it can mean different things to different people.
For sure.
Like, are we talking about external validation, awards,
Yeah.
getting recognized by others, or is it more about something you did that maybe nobody else even knows about?
Yeah. Like hitting a personal best on a run or finally finishing that book you've been meaning to read forever.
Exactly. And then that second part, how did it make you feel? That's crucial.
Yeah.
Because we often just breeze past our accomplishments, don't we?
We do.
But taking the time to actually savor those feelings of pride, that's powerful stuff.
It's like that thing people say, stop and smell the roses, but like for your achievements. Okay, ready for another one?
Hit me.
Okay, so this is from the creative imagination section, and it's a good one. Imagine you could travel anywhere in the world. Where would you go, and what would you do there? Seems kind of basic on the surface, but...
And there's layers, right?
Totally.
Because it's not just about the where, it's the why. What is it about that specific place that appeals to you? What are you hoping to get out of that experience?
Yeah. Okay, last one for this section. And full transparency, I laughed out loud when I read this one. Think about a school rule you would change. What is the rule, and how would you modify it to make it better? Talk about a blast from the past.
Right. But there's something to be said for revisiting those old school day frustrations, right?
Oh, so?
Because it forces you to think about, like, fairness, justice, what did you disagree with back then? And knowing what you know now as an adult, how would you make things better?
Whoa. I did not see that coming, but you're so right. It's like this sneaky little lesson in ethics and stuff, disguised as a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
It's wild how these prompts can bring back those old memories.
Right.
But then they make you think about them in a totally different way.
It's all about perspective, isn't it? Like those experiences we had, even the ones that seem kind of boring at the time, they still shaped who we are today.
And speaking of shaping who we are, this next prompt is from the future aspirations category. And knowing how much you love learning new things, I think this one might really resonate with you. Write about your dream career. What job do you want to have, and why does it appeal to you?
It's amazing how a question that simple can be so powerful. Like, no matter where you are in life, it makes you think about what you really want.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it about that specific job that calls to you? The creativity, the challenge. Maybe it's the chance to make a difference in the world.
Exactly. And sometimes it's those whys that are the most revealing. Figuring out what truly motivates you that can spark all sorts of new ideas.
It's like a journal prompt that doubles as a career aptitude test. Okay, so we've talked about these prompts, and I'm already feeling inspired. But how do we actually use this stuff? Like, what are some practical ways to put these prompts into action?
Well, the possibilities are kind of endless, which is exciting. I mean, journaling is the obvious one.
Right.
But you can also use them as conversation starters. Like next time you're hanging out with friends or family, skip the small talk and try one of these prompts instead.
Oh, I love that. It's like those table topics cards, but way deeper.
Exactly. Or think about using them for your own goals. Personal goals, work goals, anything. Like instead of setting a vague New Year's resolution.
You mean instead of saying, I want to be more organized?
Right. Instead of that, use the prompt to dig a little deeper. Ask yourself, what area of my life would actually benefit from more structure? And what steps can I actually take to make that happen?
So you're not just stating the goal, you're like getting to the heart of it.
Exactly. And don't forget about nostalgia. Those old photos, those memories, these prompts can give you a whole new way to look at them.
So you're saying, like, instead of just looking at that awkward middle school picture of yourself, you could use one of these prompts.
Exactly. You could pull out a photo and be like, okay, what was I most proud of when this was taken? It's like suddenly you're seeing those memories in a whole new light.
It's like those memories have more depth than you realized.
Totally. Like little time capsules of your own life, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, when you first sent me this list of prompts, I was a little skeptical. Yeah, I thought I was going to be kind of cheesy. But talking this through with you, this has been fun. It just goes to show you wisdom can be found in the most unexpected places.
I know. I went from thinking about Lisa Frank to like, whoa, these are actually kind of deep. Those simple questions, they really make you think.
It makes you wonder what other hidden gems are out there, like things we just skim over every day, but if we really stop to think about them.
We might be amazed by what we discover.
Exactly. So I have a challenge for everyone listening. Pick a prompt, any prompt from that list, and spend 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, writing about it. See what happens.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe this will be the start of a whole new journaling routine for some people.
Right, because those prompts, they can unlock stuff you didn't even know was in there.
Sometimes those simple questions lead to the most interesting answers. Well, on that note, we'll let you get to your journaling. Thanks for joining us on this surprisingly fun deep dive.